Hey everyone, and welcome to the first day of Game Week 11. I'm shooting this the day before on the Friday, just because when I have time, I want to make sure the video's out before the game week starts. But it's probably scheduled and going to release on the Saturday that the games begin. And so we're going to run through the team just like every other preview video and see where we're looking going into this game week. And I feel like this game week could go it could go really poorly for sure, but it could also be really good depending if the right things happen. And we'll see what happens. So I should have the Spezia goalie in net regardless of who starts, probably Provedel based on recent games. And honestly, it's kind of like I definitely wanted a cheap keeper, obviously, just like how I normally play in the English Premier League game or Fantasy Premier League game. And I don't know, just the Spezia. It was like week 1 or 2 where Zoe saved a penalty, but other than that, it's just been trash for the most part. But that's okay. You don't generally a goalie won't make the difference whether you win or not. So I'm just hoping that against Fiorentina again, not expecting a clean sheet, but I'm hoping for something, a decent number of saves or something, not 0 points again. The part that could be feast or famine would be the Roma AC Milan game. Obviously a tougher game where you don't expect Roma to keep a clean sheet, but I'm going to be backing them for this game. I mean, Ibanez scored last game. I think both of my defenders clearly have the potential for attacking returns as well. But if they can hold that clean sheet against Milan, that is going to be sweet. So that's what I'm hoping for. As you can see, new face in the team. I have made my transfer. I got Yoshida in with Sampdoria's run of fixtures. The next 4 are still really good. So if you're going to bring in a Samp player based on fixtures, I'd probably say this week after this, it's going to start to dry up a little bit. You'll have a couple good games out of it, but it won't be as long of a run of form. And then my other Sampdoria player, Kandreva, will be back in the midfield after sitting last week and only getting 2 points, which made sense. But they're facing Torino, very possible for some decent amount of points there. Cambiasso, I really don't know what to do to him. Like they're facing Venezia. As far as general goes, that's a team that they might have a chance of keeping a clean sheet against, although not the way Venezia played against Roma last week. But still, there's a possibility there. The issue with Cambiasso is he doesn't even get to the 60th minute mark. So I don't know. I feel like it's an opportunity to not even try it. I don't know. If I make a switch, it'll be Cambiasso going somewhere, especially because generally 5 at the back is not the most ideal formation to play. I just think this is the way the week's going to shake out based on the fixtures and stuff. But we'll see if there's something that changes. That'll probably be Cambiasso to Leao or Paslic or even Ravella. Like all 3 of these options on the bench this week that I have could be good options. And lastly, rounding out the defense is Miro Rui. By far been the most consistent defender because Napoli's just been getting a lot of clean sheets, top team on the table. I mean, what else can you say? It's the reliable defender that's just been great and even contributed some attacking returns and bonus points. Into the midfield, we're looking at Barella. If he blanks again this week, then I might start thinking about getting rid of him. Right now, against Udinese, potential for points there, and if not, he's not out there to be the difference maker for the week for me. Those are going to be the next 4 players coming up, and that'll be Insigne coming off a 2 penalty. I don't know. I'm really flip-flopping between him and Osimhen being captain right now. Against Salernitana, though, there's definitely opportunity for points as long as they play. Played both games so far in a close span of time. I'm hoping that they play that 3rd game as well. But if I'm not mistaken, they might have Champions League coming up, so it is possible that they miss time or don't get a full 90. Kandreva played really good the last time. Not last week, but the last time I actually started him, he scored a goal. I'm hoping that gets repeated against Torino. Definitely a team that he can score against, and Sampdoria can do well against. So that's why I have him there. Immobile, I don't care who they're facing. He's going to be starting. I've said it before. I'll say it again. He can score against any team, so I'm going to always have him in my starting lineup unless he's injured or I need to transfer him out for some reason. So Immobile stays in there despite facing Atalanta. And like I said, Osimhen got the captaincy last week. I think I'm going to captain him again. I just think it's too good a fiction. I just think I want that highest player up the field. I know he's got the one less point for the goal, and Insigne did better last week, but I think because he didn't score, he's got to be due for something this week. So that's why he's got my armband this week. And then on the bench, you'll see Zoet in case Provedel doesn't start. Leao, the reason I'm sitting him is they're facing Roma, so I think that'll be a tough fixture for him to score, and it would be kind of contradictory if I had him in and then Ibanez and Karsdorp up there. Pasalic was doing good, struggled a bit last week, and he's facing Lazio, so I'm going to sit him there. Might live to regret that one. And Ravella, I mean, haven't really played the guy yet, I feel, but he's got a good matchup this week. It's just, I could see him getting another assist and me just dropping it again, just because the faith, I guess, myself and him isn't there right now. But hey, if it at least drives his price up, then I can sell him for more. That would be good too. But that's how my team is shaking out. Let's go to, so I've already done my transfer. Another thing that I'm looking at right now is Roma has good fixtures coming up. I am looking to see which midfielder that I want to get rid of, because I think I want to bring in Vertu soon. He's had an amazing season. I just really haven't found the space and time to put him into my lineup, but I do want to get him, and I think that'll be a next week move. As you can see, I got rid of Molina finally, which is good. That's who I brought in for Yoshida. I've been planning to make that move for like the last 3 weeks and it just hasn't happened yet, but now that finally happened. And if you see in 4 weeks, Inter Milan has some good fixtures coming up. So I probably won't be getting rid of Barella anytime soon. He'll be in there for those fixtures. And I'll probably bring in like a Dzeko or Latoro and maybe a defender as well come that time. And that's when, once Roma's good fixture run runs out, then I will be switching him in for maybe a Inter defender as well. But that's just my plans going forward right now. Take a look at those Roma and fixtures just about to start next week. They're really good. 4 weeks time, Inter's gonna have some good run of fixtures, and right now Sampdoria is the team to look at. Okay, so hope that helps. We'll take a quick look at the league, or sorry, of the overall homepage. We see Crescito's gone up. Pellegrini had a really good game. I think goal and assist. Candreva, I'm a little surprised that, like, yeah, the fixtures are good, so fair enough. But he had a bad week last week, so maybe this is based on the last week. I don't know. Barrow played awful this past week, so it must be from last week. And Ospina. That surprised me. Don't get rid of Barella yet, I don't think. And Tammy Abraham, like, maybe if he hasn't been playing as well, fine, but he is about to have a good run of fixtures. That's another player I'm thinking of getting, but I think for 2 is worth more. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think maybe the ads maybe make sense a bit, but I don't think the sales make that much sense at all this past week. But you can see this is a much stronger than normal, like more household names start game of the week or team of the week. Insigne, Zapata, Pellegrini, Pedro, Ruiz, Ibanez, DeMarco, D'Ambrosio, Crescito, like almost all of these guys are common names in Serie. So lately we've been seeing a lot of weird names that aren't as well known. This is a very established, I'd say, team of the week, and we'll see if that continues going to the next week or not, or if we go back to trying to pick some just flyers that might score a bunch of points, and maybe that could be the difference from you jumping up the standings quite a bit. All right. Anyway, please like and subscribe if you like the video. Ask any questions you have, or let me know how your team's doing. Who'd you transfer in? Do you think I should have made something else? Is there other teams that you think that people should have on their radar, aside from Inter and Roma and Sampdoria, that may be beneficial in the future? Hope you enjoyed it. Take care, and at least it's not going to be as scrambly this upcoming week.